Alright, market recap and trade recap from today, Tuesday, January 6th. And just trades you could have caught based on things that I know. And yeah. So for starters, market opened here. You have this deviation here, which top ticked London for 100 plus points. So what was that level? It was the 0.62 of this wick. An hourly. I can't even remember. I think it's just a 0.62 of the wick, and the deviation, and just bearish bias. Yeah, no, just 0.62 of the wick, and then we had the negative 4.5 standard deviation there. That printed, and then low of the day was made here at 53175, which aligned with the 2 to 2.5 zone, which candle never closed below, making it totally okay. It was valid, it held, and this was, I believe, the OTE. Yeah, okay. OTE of this 1 hour, or that's rejecting this hourly fair value gap here, along with like this here, and then on the 15-minute there's like a rejection block, which I think we tapped the CE of. Yeah, we did. Okay. Sorry, bro. I'm still sick right now. So we had the standard deviation zone, OTE of a wick, taking out all these lows. There's the 15-minute rejection block as well. Do we give SMT here? 6 o'clock and 2. Okay, no, we don't. But yeah, that was basically that. And then obviously I don't really like limiting levels, so could have simply just taken, like, seen that the 15-minute rejection block formed, taken some sort of longs or something, hopped in longs. These were the only two trades that personally I liked, that actually gave an entry. So this one here, so originally, right, like I woke up and we're trading inside of, actually I'm gonna go in replay mode, maybe that'll make things easier. We're trading inside of this 4-hour, we created this 4-hour order block off of the 0.62 of this wick and the deviation, and then right, and then we created this huge fair value gap. There's a BPR here, right, that aligned the 2.5 deviation, and then obviously this candle closed bearish, so that was like kind of my draw. And I don't know, just after having this order block created and the 3 to 4 zone down here, I knew I wanted to see one of these highs get ran, and I just was more favoring this one, which never happens. But no, I was in school, so I missed this. But we tapped midnight open, tap our deviation, we tap the 4-hour order block CE, I believe. Yeah, we do. There's a 4-hour order block CE, have our deviation, have midnight open. So I was like, alright, bet, like that's valid. And there's like a breaker here as well. So And then we, then on the 15, we waited, took this high, flipped bearish, and then, so this would be a bearish rejection block, which you could just take the start of, because it aligned with a 5-minute CISD as well. And then there's like a 1 hour gap, or sorry, 1 minute gap there as well. So you could have taken that, or there was a second entry, I believe it was the wick CE of this one that's rejecting off of that. I believe that printed, yeah, okay, yeah. So you could have taken that one as well, gotten in there, to catch the shorts down to the low, which you probably would have got edged. I'm not gonna lie, I wanted these lows, and I think they would have got edged. Honestly, I might have ended up getting, like, if I did take this, probably would have ended up getting break even. Unfortunately, it's kind of brutal, but I don't know. I think that was like a better trade, more clear, cleaner, for sure. And then we had this long. So after, we're clearly not bearish. We don't want bearish price action. We get this 4-hour breaker, which aligns with midnight. And then we also have, this 1-hour order block, which aligned with a, which aligned with the 4-hour breaker, and the 15 minutes. There's like a gap fill, and then a 5-minute rejection block here. That was formed off of this because we have this gap and closed bullish. This trade also probably would have got break even, I can't lie, because created a nice rejection wick here, and then I would have wanted to entry trigger, so like here, and then we ran, and then because it was past 25 points, I would have went break even, got break even before it ran to my TP. And but then, like, if you're on the higher time frame, then on the hourly, we ended up creating an hourly bullish rejection block that aligned with a 30-minute CISD, and so you could have waited and taken that as well. Just the only problem with that is on the lower time frame, it's just really not as clean as you'd like it to be. But yeah, those are two pretty solid trade examples that probably both would have got break even, but still good. This kind of became the draw once price clearly did not want to go shorts. My trades, pretty rough day for me. Definitely lost to my psychology, and it sucks. I took 3 losses, so that's one thing I did wrong. I overtraded. Only supposed to take 2 trades a day, so I ended up taking 3 losses, and then I have a rule: I can't trade within 5 minutes of market open. Both these trades were within market open. That's 2 things. So these 2 trades should have taken. This trade was more valid. Created an SMT, took previous day high, tapped OTE of a wick over here. And so I was like, alright, I'll try the CE of this order block and run a 15-point stop. And I got stopped out immediately, actually. Like, literally, trade didn't even load in, and I was already stopped out. It was instantaneous. Really unfortunate, to be honest. And honestly, all 3 of these trades could have been avoided if I just had patience and waited for more confirmation. I just simply did not wait for enough confirmation, and so I ended up taking losses. And I just need to be more careful trading before market open. I want to be able to be break even before market opens or before there's high impact news, so then the trade can be risk free if it goes in my favor. But yeah, definitely looking at this. We got a clear market maker buy model going on. So yeah, that's about it for today. Pretty bad day, you know, and I believe I have it in my journal here. So I've taken this year, I've taken a losing day, break even day, losing day. You know, I just need to refresh on my having 3 time frames aligned. You know, look at zones that are created by multiple standard deviation levels. I know those are pretty good. I think I have like 3 standard deviations, and you know the 2s and the 3 to 5.5, 3.5 to 4 zones like align. Just mark where all of them like overlap, and it normally creates a pretty good zone for your reversal. But and then just, you know, having key levels with 3+ PDAs on different time frames. Just refresh with like Boy and Powell's videos. Oh, another thing to tap on for this trade is just like, you know, I'm taking a like daily wick level on like the minute time frame that's just not proper time frame alignment. So did a lot of wrong and bad improper things that an unprofitable trader would do today, and that's why I took a loss, and I wasn't patient, and you know, I suffered for that. But yeah, that was, I could have got this level here, this level here, this trade, and this trade. But yeah, that's about it for today. Just gotta put in more, gain confidence in this so that I can see it before it happens and just really get better at it. So yeah, 2 more winning days needed. Let's check. Yeah, so I'm down 250 on the day. But yeah, so we'll see.